everybody, and welcome to TCW Fantasy Wrestling, as it happened tonight from Buffalo, New York, in the Niagara Arena. My name is Scott. I'm your commentator for today. We had 12 great matches on the card tonight, and I'm going to go through them for you. On the road to TCW Party Time, which we will crown the new world champions in many different divisions. But first of all, we started out with a match between Tag 360 versus the tag team of George Sony and Gutron. And actually, Gutron and George Sony were a phenomenal team, and they showed Tag 360 what was what, and won the match with the pin and the win. The Gutron winning the match over Tag 360 with the pin. And then we had the Landlord and Action Simon Jackson. Simon Jackson is a good wrestler. He knows what he's doing out there. He's a phenomenal athlete. But the Landlord is a lot tougher, at least tonight. Hit the eviction notice on Simon Jackson and wins the match. The Landlord looking good as we move forward to TCW Party Time, looking for that high-profile match the Landlord might have. Then we had a injury report update from Phil Angel. If you remember from last week, he injured his ankle. We're actually going to have a little bit more of a report on Sunday on the TCW show, so check that out. Phil Angel's ankle injury report. Women's World Qualifier match, we had Nicole Lauren versus Missa. Nicole Lauren wins the match with a pinfall victory. It was a roll-up pinfall victory. Missa didn't even see it coming, and she thought Chipmunk was going to help her. Mocha was not there on Nicole Lauren's side either, but if you remember, they were a tag team last week. And Nicole Lauren moves on in the women's world title tournament, as we will give you more info as we go along. In a grudge match between Mr. Donald Moneypants and Isaiah Clifford, it was one hell of a match. It was a grudge match, so the rules were a little bit slighted on there. Isaiah Clifford hit Donald Moneypants with the chair, knocking him cold. He hit the side of the chair, not full out where the seat is, but the metal part knocked him cold. Isaiah Clifford wins the match. Now, Credit Line came in after, and Isaiah Clifford was gone, but Mr. Donald Moneypants came to it, and he is fine. He was very, very injured at the time, knocked out cold, but he is okay now. And officials say he will be ready for the world title tournament, but he lost to Isaiah Clifford, so that does not give him a lot of headway moving forward. In the junior heavyweight qualifier match, Gary Shore got pinned by Kabuki Dragon. Justin Chile was the third man in the ring, but Justin Chile's so pissed off, he hit Gary Shore with a DDT afterwards, and you will see those two fight very, very soon. Gary Shore and Justin Chile out of the junior heavyweight qualifier, but Kabuki Dragon moves on. In the tag team qualifier, we had the team of Pure Sensation, Pure Iron, and Vanilla Suave. They are both from Michigan, against the team of Sex and Violence, the Love Machine, Johnny Love, and Psycho Sam Black. A brand new team kind of put together, Sex and Violence, and they win over Pure Sensation as Psycho Sam Black pins Vanilla Suave with the Psycho Driver, and Sex and Violence move on to the tag team title tournament. In a hardcore match, a Stairway to Hell match, one PO'd man, the Phantom Warrior, Eric Slaughter, and Dark Thunder. This was a bloody contest as Eric Slaughter was busted open in the first 5 minutes. Phantom Warrior and Dark Thunder, they fought all across the arena. One PO'd man grabbed the barbed wire on the top, that's what they climbed up to get the barbed wire, and hit Eric Slaughter with it, and then put a table over Eric Slaughter and ran himself through it for the pin and the win. Phantom Warrior and Dark Thunder are going to face each other very soon. And hopefully we'll get a winner out of that. We might have to put these two in a cage. One PO'd man for winning the match moves on to party time and the fatal 4-way. And actually now we're calling it the fatality 4-way. So one PO man joins the hooded inmate at that match. The winner of the women's qualifier match between Chipmunk and Mocha. Chipmunk hit the Mocha-licious to win the match and defeat Chipmunk in somewhat would consider an upset, but Mocha is a damn good wrestler. So she hits the Mocha-licious and wins the match, the pin and the win, and gets the fall. And then Julia Collins, who and Daisy Fields. I mean, these two girls are really at each other's throat. Julia Collins wins the match with the cover girl. It's kind of a DDT looking thing. It looks like it just hurts. And Daisy Fields was out, and Julie got the pinfall, the pin and the win over Daisy Fields. But this is not over, folks. Not by a long shot. We are going to see these two girls fight again. Daisy Fields lost to Julia Collins. In the heavyweight qualifier match, we had Brad Timmerman, the Celtic, and Tiger Mountain. Brad Timmerman is a phenomenal wrestler. He's an amateur wrestler. The Celtic, he knows what he's doing in there too. But the Celtic was no match for Tiger Mountain and his pounce. And he got pounced twice. He got pounced so hard one time, he bounced off the turnbuckle and outside the ring. Tiger Mountain had to drag him in and do it one more time. Tiger Mountain wins with the pounce over the Celtic. Brad Timmerman knocked out of the ring and did not get up before the pinfall occurred. Was pissed off, and it looks like he's going to be facing off against the Celtic, and he's going to be looking for Tiger Mountain as he cost him the heavyweight qualifier. In a junior heavyweight qualifier in a ladder match, we had Frat Boy, Scott Archer, Bobby Clark, and Juan Pedro. And Juan Pedro ends up winning the ladder match. But Bobby Clark got stuck. He stuck his ankle and his leg into the ladder. Scott Archer almost tears off his leg. Frat Boy was just out. He just got his butt kicked tonight. Frat Boy will be involved in party time. We do have a match set up for him already and his buddy for a tag team match. But Juan Pedro wins the ladder match, moves on in the junior heavyweight qualifier. And then in the heavyweight qualifying match, we had Frank Savaldi, John Chandler, and John Brute Force. And the winner of that, getting the pinfall on John Chandler, was none other than John Brute Force in a total of 15 minutes. One hell of a match. Frank Savaldi kicked John Chandler, and Brute Force came and tossed Savaldi right out of the ring. Got the pin and the win over Chandler. Frank Savaldi's pissed. Wants some more of John Brute Force. But for right now, John Brute Force is in the heavyweight title tournament. As we move on to TCW Party Time, I am going to give you guys the updated stats of who is in the tournament and what the matches are so far. We actually have 2 triple threat matches coming up for the heavyweight championship as we move to the big time, and we're going to make this happen here, folks. So we are looking at the World Junior Heavyweight Championship. We have Cookie Lopez and the Kabuki Dragon and Ballistic, and he is going to be facing off against the winner of next week's match, which is coming up, and that is going to be Dave Michaels and Garth Diamond. They're going to be facing off against each other for the last seat. And then in the Junior Heavyweight Tournament, we have Texas Thunder and Juan Pedro, Hutch Hardy Finn, and Farmer Bob. And for the Tag Team Title Tournament, we have 2 matches already made. We have Twin Ports Gold versus Sex and Violence. And then the Mass Prophets versus Bedlams, Texas and Steve Thunder. We also have Gene Stanley and Rusty Simmons, who still need an opponent. And then we have another match already made, Credit Line versus the Heavenly Express. For the women's title tournament, we have Vanessa Very, the vivacious Vanessa Very, and Nicole Lauren, Candace Apple versus Mocha. Now, if Nicole Lauren and Mocha both win their match, they will be facing off against each other at Party Time. We have Misty Storm against Christina Cold, and Mary Firestorm does not have an opponent yet, but we have a great match between Goddess Violet Rose and Jennifer Baxter, which will name that final seat. And actually, we have another one also, with Brittany Starbuck and Tammy Stevens facing each other, women's qualifier, next Thursday night in Atlanta. And then for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have Blood Drinker and the Firefighter facing off, Blueberry and Martial Law. Then we have Rockstar Ricky Reagan against John Brute Force, and Mr. Donald Moneypants against Tiger Mountain. Now we have two gentlemen joining them. It's going to be the winner of Sunshine versus Raphael Jackson and Captain Chris Power and Draco. And when we get these matches, we are going to add them to make two fatal or three-ways, and then we'll see what happens as we move on to Party Time and TCW Party Time at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And we're going to have a tag team number one contender battle royal as we see the Volunteers, the College Club, Tag 360, Carolina Connection, the Slut Cakes, and Pure Sensation. They will be facing off in a tag team number one contenders match in a battle royal. We also got many other matches coming, including that Fatality 4-way with the Hooded Inmate, one PO'd man, and two other people yet to be named. Also, very soon we're going to be announcing our next pay-per-view after Party Time, which will be December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve. So check that out, TCW Party Time coming up, and that's going to be on the 26th of November. Really excited, but we got matches coming up every Thursday night here on the 1025 Fifter Radio Network and the Scott Show podcast. So, folks, we will see you on Sunday the 5th. We have some great matches from Philadelphia in the 2300 Arena. Check it out. We have a 10-man battle royal, a women's hardcore match. We have a qualifier for that World Hardcore Championship, and we have a special host. Julia Collins is going to host on Sunday, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Check it out, folks, and thanks for listening.